Hi friends, we just released a new update regarding the layout mode, how to move the widgets around and how to resize the layouts and so on. So let me quickly show you. If you now click on create a new planner on planifypro.com, it will first open you up a layout that looks like this. So as usual, you can click anywhere on a widget box to insert a widget in it. So for example here, you can just drag in a to-do list like this. Now what's new is how to add additional columns and rows. You will see that now there are these icons down here below or here at the top. And if you hover over them, you will see a new column or row being added. So if you want to place it right here, then you can click on the icon and it will insert you that row or that column. So for example, let's add in up here another one, then maybe here another one. Then next, I'm going to show you how you can merge the widget boxes together to create an extended bigger one. So let's maybe drag this one up here. Let's say you want to have this upper top here extended as one big to-do list. You would then click right here on the widget, and there at the corner you should see something that looks like this. So it's like this corner here, where you can click and drag it to extend it like this. If you, for example, want to merge these two widget boxes together, click on it and drag it down to merge it like this. You can make here a bigger one. You can also make them smaller again. So if you want to go back, you can do that as well. You can also move them like this, or move them down here, or merge them like this. This was how to add additional columns and rows to insert widgets. Then besides this, you can also make each column or row bigger or smaller, meaning if you, for example, want to make, let's say you have here a very long notes widget like this, and you want to make this one smaller, you can just click and drag it smaller like this. If you want to make this one here smaller as well, you can also just drag it like this. So everything is draggable. Then next, let's quickly talk about the padding. So you see here, the distance between the widgets and the edge of the paper is called the padding or margin. I think we should call it padding. Then to make it smaller, you can just click here on the fainted line and drag it like this to make it bigger or smaller. Prior to this, you had to go into the layout mode and then you had to go into some hidden settings to do that. But as of now, you can just drag it like this. Let me go to the template menu and apply a starter template to show you better in detail. Let's add in, for example, a to-do list like this. If we now go back to layout mode, we can click right here on padding, and this pulls up the menu. So when I now, for example, make this one bigger or smaller, you see the slider will move along as well. If you want, you can also just adjust the paddings here in this menu if you prefer it here, or you can do it here on the paper like this. Then there is something right here called link all. So when you click on it, it will reduce it to all sides. So if I now change the slider or move the slider here, that all sides will now have the exact same margins. Now this will be helpful if you, for example, are creating notepads where you want to have the exact same paddings at the sides, at the top and at the bottom. Then I think I have covered all. Then in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create dividers. So if you see here, there is something called dividers. If you click on it, you will have the option to create dividers and you can place them on the sides like this. However, I will keep this one for the next tutorial and we'll go into details in the next video. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions regarding the layouts or widgets or paddings, feel free to always message me on Instagram or Facebook and I will try to respond to your questions as quickly as I can. Bye!